What up?
Hold on. This is point of Larry,
What
but I
up?
want to read this.
What up?
Larry, will you please start allowing everyone to
What up?
dedicate
What
their
up?
super chats to a certain bag to get more coins such
Yeah.
as XRP? Huh.
Good idea.
It's a pretty good idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
To talk now. Yeah, lol. Legrand Commission. He is under
Yeah.
pressure. Larry is in the chat. LOL.
LOL in
All right,
the chat.
Boy,
Yeah.
Max, can you do the rock? Yeah, I can do that one. You guys want me to do that one? I'll do that one. That requires me to unshare the actual screen. Let's do it. Let's share the rock.
Yeah.
By special request of yours truly, Mr. Coochie Boy, aka Brown
Coochie Boy.
Chicken Brown Can. All right, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Talk Now.
Michael
Live with Larry.
Cornwell in the chat.
The old
Yo.
man has officially come out of his cage. The crypto prices have been going up to 75 basis points. But let me tell you something. I know you guys are all here and seeing the thumbnail. You don't want to know something? I don't even care about the darn old man can come out of his darn cave. He can come out of his cave and he can even talk about Cardano. Who even cares about
Crypto
Cardano?
Talk
You want to know
Now.
why? I'll tell you why. Because I really just want to appreciate everyone here tonight. Gratitude to you all. I just want to say, thank you so much for being here at Crypto Talk Now. On behalf of Johan, the guy that you don't see in the background, who helps me out with all sorts of technical stuff. He helps me basically Google things. If I ask him something like, you know what, Johan, let me tell you something. Basically, I want to know how to spell crypto. And you know what? I have Johan Google that for me. Yeah, he goes on Google and he literally types in the word CRYP and then TOE because I spell it that way. So he Googles things for me as crypto.
Mike.
And I have him over here all day long, and he's just a great guy, and I love him like my own nephew, and all that. And but I just want to go ahead and thank you guys. Gratitude to you all for being here so much. Thank you so much. We'll start things off with the first comment of the day, and the first comment of the day is Tim Shea, who says, "Hey." Well, he wouldn't be Tim Shea if he didn't say, "Hey."
What else would he say?
Let me tell you something. I went down to the Waffle House at 2 o'clock
What's up, brother?
last night.
What's up?
And I saw the typical, the lady who helps me. Her name is Deb, and she told me about tonight's special. And I told her that I didn't have enough crypto to pay for that. And she told me that basically I should exchange my tokens for fiat. So I've been dollar cost averaging cash ever since. I just want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for joining Crypto Talk Now. All right, there you go. One of my wild tangents. All right, so thank you for that, Coochie Boy. All right.
That was good. Bravo,
Crypto Talk Now, Larry. You got 1,000. You could buy one. Which one would you choose, XRP or Terra Classic? That's a good question. I would say for me right now would be XRP because I already
Mike,
have.
I got those documents
at least
open
the amount that I need for
that you
Luna
sent me
Classic. Would I
earlier
like
in
to have
regards
20
to
million?
the 7
Classic, of course. We all have our
cryptos,
reasons. Gratitude, yes.
Orbs and Phantom.
All right, let's go a little bit further down. You guys are also
then
XRP, Terra, yep.
just some other
I
top
was
100
thinking
things
XDC
that
will
are up there.
10x. Yeah, I mean, it just makes a little bit more sense.
Figured that would
compared
be
to, like,
something appropriate.
But
to
of
look
course,
at.
I believe that Quant will 10x. It's just that's probably gonna take a lot longer. The question was, which one will happen first, right? Excuse me. Next question is Shiba Inu or Dogecoin? Oh yeah, SHIB all the way, right? Yeah, yeah. Thanks, guys. Brian Dowie, Quant will 10x, but I think it takes longer. Yeah, I just literally said that. I'm glad I reiterated that because I was like, what am I thinking? I mean, XDC is just like for the longest time it was like 2.5 cents and 3 cents, and that just makes more sense. Wow, I said sense. You guys, look who's here. The one, the only Iron Lux Trader. Hello, Iron Lux. Good to see you. Looking sharp as usual. All right. And he's saying Urian Capital.
All right. It's just me and you in here right now.
Yes,
sir.
No, really? We're going there?
I can turn Max down here.
I was hearing Max on the TV, but I don't hear him here.
Yeah. You won't hear him because he's playing on my computer sound. I had him playing because, obviously, I'm just sitting here filling dead air, getting everything ready. So, I don't know how much longer he's gonna go, but no worries. So I was looking into some things here for, where's my window? This article was written on 4/20/2022, so they must have been having a good time writing it. Well, this is the one about the 7 to make a comeback, and that's what kind of got me thinking about why would they put Bitcoin on there? Why would they put Ethereum on there? I think I know why. It's so people will read the article. And it doesn't necessarily deliver what you would think. It's a tragedy.
I just sent you another link. Sorry. That's a pretty neat site. I'm sure you'd really like.
Okay, so I pulled it up on the screen here. It looks like a bunch of letters. At the top it says Crypto Panic is looking for a Python JS developer. Come build Crypto Panic with us. Can the moon predict when Bitcoin will bottom? Specific date prediction. Polkadot's bull run. So this is seeming to be
This
a bunch
is a
of
pretty neat thing, man. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat. A lot of news.
Crypto Panic. I'll take it. Thought I'd put the bubbles on my thing too. I'm about to open up the bubbles and see what that looks like just for the start. Feel free to put some stuff in the chat if y'all are watching and you see that your bubble is not on the screen. Throw it in the chat. Be like, hey, why don't you have this coin on there? And I will put it on there. We got some people in the chat. What's up, Brittany? What's up, April? Y'all are having a good conversation. That's good. Hopefully everything's still streaming. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes because this thing gets real funky.
Looking like I got some Algo, XRP, no Saitama. I got that XLM. I got Quant. Looks like my biggest loser is Luna Classic right now.
Unfortunately, it does. What are we looking at here? Instead of just clicking on the bubble, I think my computer's going into overdrive mode. So we didn't break the thing that we were talking about, the 21, right? It did not break that. That's good. And we're still up double for the month. If you got in at the 10, which is basically where I was, and now we're still at double. So that's not a horrible position to be in. No.
Yeah, I got at the 8 or 7 range. But
Yeah, I would have much rather been there, but you know, I'll take what I
Yeah.
got. Little Shibas. Ricky said he got in on some of this today, probably around this area. No, wait, that's 21st. So he got in up here today.
and I guarantee if I get back down to the 1 range, I'm gonna buy up as much more as I can, like I was.
On Luna?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nicer to have, like, I don't know, a billion or so. I think that would probably be like a good stopping point to have a billion Luna Classic. I don't think you'd need much more than that, honestly.
That's your 100 grand at 4 zeros and a 1. 3 zeros and a 1. 100 grand.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Who did?
Humpty. I don't
Oh.
see myself in here.
I hope you sound different.
Huh?
You sound different.
You can see me though? I can't. Oh, I lost my voice between yesterday and today. I've been grinding hard, bro.
That ain't
I
good.
try to corner the lithium battery market in New York City. I spent $3,000 today driving through fucking everywhere since last night. Yeah, I don't know. Just buying fucking lithium batteries. So Facebook in New York, I bought every fucking lithium battery off of Facebook.
And what happened to your voice in the process?
Negotiations and screaming and yelling and all types of shit.
It's like,
I spent $3,000 though. I cornered the market. Now everybody in New York City has to come see me buy batteries.
so we were just talking about Luna Classic being 25.1% down and everything else looking decent. And if it goes down to that one area, how we're just going to
Did it
probably
break
end
the
up
21 yet? Let
buying.
me go in the market.
Nope, not yet. 23, I think is what it said today.
So the market is waiting for Bitcoin to go capitulate at 15 or go collect the liquidation at 16 to see if it's for Luna Classic to break that 21. Right now, there is no fear in the market. You see what I'm saying? The market is still what the market is doing since June all the way to today. From 17,500, it went to 24,800, the maximum. We're back at the 20 something. So we never left the zone. We've been in the zone. You see what I'm saying?
Crypto
So
zone.
there's no more fear. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, for
Fear.
Luna to break that 21, right? Fear can't even break it because it made it resisting right there. What I was telling Ricky is, but there's no time for that play. The play could be from 21 to 59, right? Because the play was from June to recently was from 0.89, right, to 12. 0.89 to 11, 0.89 to 10. And they played that fucking card. You know what I'm saying? Gave people a chance to buy at that 0. But it played that zone for a while. Then it just dumped up there. So I'm trying to figure out, is this going to be the next zone they're going to play at? 21 to 59 for a little bit? So the support and the resistance is there. You know, the support is 21 and the resistance is not 59. It's actually 61. So that's what it is. Now it will break 21. Trust me, it will break it if we go to that 16 and we go to that 15. The problem with breaking 21 is the next support is damn near 12 or 10. That zone, and that's a lot. So I believe that could happen if the 16 goes into effect. Now, right now, Saw the Hang Seng earlier today. The Hang Seng in China was already down to 17,000 and dropping some more. So the market makers in China already started hunting for that 16K liquidation. You know what I'm saying? And we look at see where we are now. No, I'm going in the cafeteria.
Man,
Yeah.
I wanna. Where's the market makers at?
Okay. Shit. It's
Mr.
so
Market
fucking
Maker's got
loud.
background noise.
Yeah, a lot of background noise.
It's all good. This is what happens when we're on air.
Hey, we're not on the air tonight, though, right?
We are very much on
Yeah,
air. Say hello to everybody.
we are on the air.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Are we on? Are we live? Are we live
Are
for
we
16
live?
minutes right now? Are we live?
Can everybody hear me?
B. Ricky?
So yeah, I'm in Brooklyn now, so it's gonna be a lot of stuff. I'm staying in a hotel tonight.
Sweet.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. There's a all-night bonus bar with a bonus room and shit. It's pretty hot over here where I'm at. So, but yeah, so that's what it is. Let me look at the market to see where the Hang Seng was at. So remember, I kept saying the second week of next month is where we're gonna have that little rally, not a bull run, but a rally. Okay? That's when the little rally's coming. So Luna just gotta hold tight for the next week and a half. She's gotta hold tight. And she's gonna hold tight. No, she's gonna hold tight. You're damn near 20 fucking 3. You know how hard it is to go back to 21 from there? It's just, even from 26, all of that, it's in the 20s, but it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Keeps getting that bounce right off of that 21. So now the Hang Seng, so that's a good news. See what I'm saying? So you liable not to even break the 21 and just hover around at 21 if Bitcoin goes to, it might break it a little bit, but it's just pushing every time it tries to go to that 21 and break it, because the market is trying to break. Luna's not breaking that 21. So yeah, so China went back up. We was at 17,500 earlier, and it's trying to come back up. It's at 17,900 right now. So it's the weekend though. There goes the volatility of the weekend. So next week is the week. If they didn't go collect that 16,000 in liquidity, it has to be collected. But then they're gonna keep playing this fucking zone all the way to the end of the fucking year. And that's crazy. Because if they play the zone, next year we're gonna get 100 points in the first 2 months or 3 months of the first year. That's not gonna be pretty. That's no bull run signal. Powell saying 100 basis point the beginning of the year to get above the inflation, to not start the year chasing inflation. That's not a bull run sentiment right there. Powell screaming 100 points at the beginning of the year. So there's no bull run in February, unless the 100 point come in January and then some points start dropping. I don't know. So, but right here, right now, we are at the moment of truth, bro. The moment of truth. This week into next week. Luna's all right. If Luna didn't break this 21 already, and they tried. It's ain't breaking.
We love some Luna Classic. You know what's not
Now-
on? Oh yeah, Bitcoin's on here. So.
Another one that has a strong support, a very strong support, is Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu got a hell of a support at 10, and is building one at 11.
It's a stable
One
coin
out
now.
of this Shiba coin,
Yeah,
Shiba Inu.
it's like a $10 stable
So-
coin. It's like a $10 bill.
So it's not. It's created a hell of a support there. I'm at 10 with Luna. I mean, with Shiba. I was hoping I could break a zero, but I didn't get a chance.
You haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
But like I said, I don't see Luna going down to 0.9, and
You say
I
Shiba?
hope so, and I can get a response. Yeah, because Shiba got a really strong support at 10. Shiba's support is just like Luna's support at 21. Those two are like fucking identical, the type of support they got.
So that means if Bitcoin breaks
then every
16,
time
then we
somebody,
could be seeing it. Sorry.
And then somebody's trying to bring Luna down, then there's another person buying in to bring it back up. So that's, look at the 21 zone, how many times it tried to go back down? I think 5 times already. Not even 3. I think it's on its 5th time trying to break that 21. It's just go and come back up. It tried the other day and it just got a red vector, big old vector candle and pushed it back up to 26. It hit 21 and shot a straight line back up to 26. The retail investors, market makers, they all came in and bought it and pushed it right back up. So sometimes if it dropped like Shiba, if Shiba hits that 0.9, man, by the time you try to buy that shit in, you're back at 10 already. So it's a hell of a support there. Quant started right. Yeah.
They did the exact same thing that you're saying, but like it's in the same shape as the Luna Classic's little
Exactly.
dip, but it
That's
didn't
what I'm
pull up
trying
as
to-
hard because it's, I guess, not as what's the word I'm looking for?
It doesn't have
ETH
the FUD. It doesn't have the new FUD. It has old FUD. It has old sentiments. So it has old holders. And it has this rare whale activity that comes in by a lot. Once a month or every 2-3 weeks. There's a whale that comes by for Shiba and buys a lot. It's been like that. So it's not manipulation, but they're trying to control the price range on Luna at the moment
If y'all are seeing
and build a strong support because the market is believing.
I was about to say, if you're looking at the charts, then for the people watching, you see these blue lines going horizontally. These are the supports that whenever the price falls, it finds a little support here on this line. And the reason why they pop up here is because there have been multiple instances in this period of time that it's measuring where this number has been the place where it stops. You can even just see it. It's like almost here, pretty much right there. It happens right there, and I'm just kind of going across just to show you. And so whenever the numbers go down, they hit this thing, and after a certain period of time, we're like, okay, it won't even go past this one, which is that what is it, 4 zeros or 5 zeros? Sorry, what is it? Yeah, 5 zeros, 9 4. That's the Shiba Inus. We got B Ricky in the building. What's good? We're on YouTube. How you doing?
Oh.
We're talking about your lovely Shiba Inus right now, actually.
How's it going? All right.
What?
Shiba Inu. How's it going?
It's going okay. It's at a 1148. We were just going over some things about what it means to have a support line. What it means to have a strong support.
Oh, are y'all on live or what?
Correct.
Oh, my bad.
Why are you saying you're bad? It's all good. That's the format. You come in here, you should probably expect it. You don't have to be on camera because you're gonna be
Oh, I was going to tell you what we picked up today.
Nice. Wow, look at the new whip.
Brand new.
Classic money must be building up, huh? Look
Brandon,
at that. Nice.
2023.
Does it say Bentley?
Yeah, it's a,
No, Ricky
For those who
told me
can't see
today
the
he
camera
got
right now, he's
tired of
showing
the
us a
fucking other
Bentley.
car. He wanted a new color.
It's a white Bentley.
no, it's a
License-
Nissan Rogue.
Ricky
you gotta
named
get
the
that thing.
color, the whole shit today. He was pissed. He's like, fuck this black shit. I want the fucking white. I want something nah. He went and got it.
Mom went down there today and she was expecting because she had a 2021 and she was expecting to get 2022. But they came out and said, you qualify for the 2023, and I don't know why you want to 2022. Give me the 2023 then. With 14 miles on it. Sure, I'll take it. Got everything on there, bumper to bumper, everything included for free, no extra money. Got that gap insurance added to it, all that
That's what's
stuff.
up.
Yeah, and I'm still on foot, so but it's all good.
Well, sir, we're glad to hear from you. I'm glad you're here.
I'm just waiting for Michael Cornwell to send me a couple $1 million.
Michael Cornwell wants to tell us about maybe some low market cap coins, possibly. What's your thoughts on that activity, Mr. Mike?
Well, we'd have to go pull up Jasmine to get the cap.
Jasmine, you asked?
Jasmine for one.
Let's do Jasmine first. Let's see, why can't I see the Jasmine? Give me 1 second.
See how far the TV is behind.
I heard through the
Jasmine
grapevine
in the
that
chart.
Luna Classy has a possible big pump.
Nope, wrong one.
So I'm glad we got B Ricky in the house. Ricky, what's up? What's up, Ricky?
Oh no,
One of the
buddy.
guys who gotten paid more than all of us throughout this freaking market.
Hell wish. I'm sure Michael's
Ricky-
making more than me.
No, but Michael's an old dog. Michael been around the block a couple of times. Michael making that money. We trying to get to Michael. We trying to
Mike's
catch up.
trying to tell us about some Jasmine. We got.
Are we waiting on Michael? We just trying to stay up.
No, you're
waiting
good.
on
I
him.
was pulling up these charts right now so you could see it. The market cap looks like 33 million. 33.5 million
33 million is pretty low,
for a market cap.
and I'll tell you why. This has been considered Japan's Bitcoin because it was the first cryptocurrency to get released out, or it got released out in Japan. Took off. It was like $4 or $5 taken off right off the bat, and then they come out and said, "Hell nah, y'all ain't doing no cryptocurrency over here." So they ended up in a lawsuit for this amount of time. This went all the way down to 0.8 of a penny. And the lawsuit, I guess it got approved or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So it's Japan's only approved cryptocurrency. And I don't know about the ISO compliance, how it's structured, but
Last night we were talking about there are only 10 out of 195 countries that have cryptocurrencies that are tied to it. So, like, that's United States dollar coin, right? That would be like Jasmine for Japan. Correct?
I don't really know.
I don't understand either. That's why I'm trying to figure that part out.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, that may be something we can look into.
So I remember based
That's
off
some
of
of the stuff I was sending you earlier. Like, it was saying why it was dubbed Japan's Bitcoin, and talks about the lawsuit and all that.
So on this page that we're looking at, which is CoinMarketCap, you can click on certain links on here, and it should take you to like the project's website. I think I'm here right now. Company name is Jasmine Incorporated. President and COO is Kazusuma Sato. The location is in Tokyo, Japan. They were established in April 5th, 2016. Business content, providing platforms and solutions for Internet of Things. They have a bank. Key persons, outline of transition, management structure. We'll see. I wonder if they'll have some sort of historical timeline as far as what's going on here. I guess as far as what? Oh, this is the history of the folks. Company profile. That's where we are. Information. Oh, I'm guessing this is a. We cannot read this. Japanese. Please give me the translator version. Dang it. Okay, so this thing's in Japanese, yo. I cannot read
it. You can do a little research on
I'll read it later.
Jasmine and lawsuit
Yeah, that
as well, which was just recently released. So they were basically pushed down like XRP's been pushed down until very recently.
That's
like,
funny.
so
I type in Jasmine lawsuit and the 7 cryptos making another comeback after flirting with danger article comes up. Interesting. All right, well, let's click on it.
that's another article I gave you.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That was funny because I typed in Jasmine lawsuit and that's why I'm like, oh my god. This is the one that I was kind of talking crap
Right.
about.
So,
I'm sorry, what's
so
up?
is Jasmine's total market cap? I mean, the supply is still at 50 billion. Has it gone down, gone up? And another thing, Jasmine dropped a lot from $2 to a penny or 10. Yeah, I think about a penny. I think it was. So it's on a recovery phase. So what do you think, Michael? You think Jasmine is trying to make that recovery back to that $2 where it came down at in 2021? Because in 2021 in May, that's when Jasmine dropped below 0.01. That was in May of 2022, I believe. It dropped that low. It is predicted though to come back up to 4 cents. 0.42, 0.48. Right now I don't have Jasmine on my so that's why I was asking you guys, what is the price range at where is Jasmine at right now?
Should be hovering around 0.08.
0.08.
Let me check real quick.
Yeah, it's a 70th of a cent. It's a 70th of a cent. Yeah, so 0.007.
0.007.
No, it's not 1 cent, but only 70% of one. So a 70th of a cent. 0.007.
Oh, okay.
And for those who are looking at the screen, you'll see it.
Yeah, 0.007.
So it's not 1 penny yet, but it's almost to a penny. Is it almost to a penny, or is it just dropped below? It's just dropped below, and it's not on its way back up yet.
So then, I'm not even looking at a chart. So, what is it again? 0.007.
Correct.
So it went from $2 high and dropped like crazy.
It went from like $4.99 or something like that. It first came. It ain't even been out that long. Like as soon as it came out,
2001.
yeah. But when you really start looking at when it actually did start taking off, I think it started like really started making some moves in like a few years after that. Or at least on Coinbase. Like it just got listed on Coinbase, I don't think, till like 2021. So it wasn't big enough to be even on Coinbase yet.
Right, because it came out in 2021. I think it was the end of 2021 when Jasmine came out in around October somewhere. 'Cause it was crazy. So so from 2021 till now, it's from what we just went through with the market and all this stuff going down and shit hitting the fan. Okay, no problem. We can still work with it. Is this an opportunity, or is this another one of those, you know, sell the news and buy the story? Well, 0.07 to 0.01, which is your high, might be on a good run to that, but to get to 0.042, 0.048 and stuff like that, maybe more likely towards the beginning of the next year, somewhat after the first 3 months of next year, we can start hitting up towards that 4 cents. But Jasmine do look like a lot of potential. It has it. Now, how would inflation affect a cryptocurrency in that country? We all know that Japan has the highest inflation per GDP in the whole world. So how would that affect a cryptocurrency? Just asking that question.
Are you asking hypothetically?
Hypothetically, yeah. Will the inflationary system that Japan has continue to either take away from this coin or inflate the coin as well with the inflated market that they have?
You would hope it would have some sort of independency from their market, right? Being a different type of asset.
So as we get into Jasmine, we'll have to start understanding what the economy in Japan is doing and how are they going to attack their inflationary problem that they have, that they don't believe they have a problem.
But some of the factors like this right here, I feel is more like the lawsuit. You know, I mean, I know the economy or like this or that matters, but like even our utility coins, like when they're ready for them to take off, they're going to take off. It doesn't matter what the market's looking like or anything. Like when they're fixing to go, they're going to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People are capitulating right now, right? They're starting to capitulate. They started a couple of weeks ago, started capitulating, but you're starting to see it now more vividly. Usually when there's capitulation, that means the bottom is right here or around the corner, because we got a lot of capitulation coming in. People are giving up.
You want me to read out this article to you, what it says here about Jasmine? It says with the last idea on this list of cryptos to consider, because this is an article about 7 cryptos. Let's scroll to the top just so I don't misquote it. But the article says 7 cryptos making another comeback after flirting with danger. And the ones that they said: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, Cardano, Monero, and Jasmine. And since we're talking about Jasmine, I will only go do that one. But 7 cryptos making a comeback. Now, Jasmine, with the last idea on this list of cryptos to consider, I'm going to dive into the extremely speculative space with Jasmine coin. It says, currently priced at under 2 cents in April 2022, I'm not entirely sure where Jasmine's ultimate trajectory will land. As a stakeholder myself, hopefully, and this is what I'm not actually a stakeholder. As a stakeholder myself, the article reads, hopefully that direction is much higher from here but you must be prepared. This token is extremely speculative. Fundamentally, the underlying blockchain of Jasmy Coin seeks to integrate the benefits of the Internet of Things with the blockchain. I'll read that one more time. Fundamentally, the underlying blockchain of Jasmy Coin seeks to integrate the benefits of Internet of Things with the blockchain. That's cool stuff. I guess that's Japan. You think about the technology use, or all the different types of technologies that come from Japan, and so if you know,
IOTA.
IOTA is Internet of Things, right? Internet of all things. Is that right, or is that different? I thought they had a different name. Anywho, in this process, it aims to mitigate or outright remove the negatives of increased connectivity. So I'm guessing that means privacy. Yeah, okay, there you go. That's what I was thinking. Like privacy, or people just not liking the fact that there's all kinds of reasons why people don't like a lot of internet in their devices. You can't have a internet toothbrush, right? So that's not fun. However, online privacy concerns are rising per data and Purdue, the Pew Research, I thought that said Purdue, possible trust issues, where Jasmy comes in. Using the blockchain technologies, the network can deliver the myriad benefits connected applications while providing encrypted security measures. So you can get all the fun stuff from the Internet of Things, but not have to worry about stuff because it's encrypted, because it's on a blockchain. This best of both worlds model has many speculators, myself included, excited about Jasmy. However, it's also the penny stock of crypto, so please do not invest more than you can afford to lose. But guess what? That goes to all cryptos and all investments, right? On the date of publication, This dude held a long position in Bitcoin, ETH, USDT, XRP, ADA, and Jasmy. Well, that's cool to know. And so, what has happened to those since April 2020? Bitcoin down, right? Pretty sure we were somewhere. It's all right. You can hold those. It's fine. You're a smart person. So we kind of learned a little bit about Jasmy there.
So Jasmy is something that we would have to do more research before you just go bullish head first into it.
But it's probably not worth
it.
I mean, it's probably not.
The beauty of
a bad thing
it is that the best assets to pick up is when they're not doing good.
Yeah, they call those what? Distressed.
That's the best time. Yeah, it's the best time. But you got to find out the information. What are they doing to bring this back up? Who are they in connect with? How is their country receiving it? How are the people in that country receiving it? What is the popularity? Is there any FUD? What are the sentiments? So we've heard a little bit of all of that.
Mr. Legrand, Commission, welcome. Sorry. Ha ha ha.
So, Legrand, glad to see you, my brother. So Jasmy is something worth looking into. There's always a lot of people always out. We hear about Jasmy all the time. But like I said, and we all say, just do your research. I think Brittany says she knows Spanish, or April Cornwell knows Spanish but not Japanese. And somebody said we got to learn Japanese. Well, if that's what it takes to make money,
each Nissan Chi.
I had to learn how to speak it. I had to learn how to speak English to make money, and so that's how it is. You gotta adjust to where the money's at.
I learned how to speak Spanish to work in the kitchens with people who didn't speak English. And then,
come on, man, you're the only gringo I know speaks better Spanish than me.
Shoot.
He was teaching me Spanish last week.
I don't think that's not true. He's joking, everybody. I didn't teach him bad Spanish. So I got Jasmy pulled up on the charts here. I need to share my screen for everybody. Legrand, how you doing? We're talking about Jasmy right now. You familiar with Jasmy?
Mic check, 1 2.
Mic check. Yeah, there you go. Welcome, Legrand. Now we can hear you.
I don't know what's going on, but hold on, something's happening.
You are coming in clear now.
No, I know, but I don't see anybody but Mike in my screen.
Are you on your mobile?
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, it happened to me earlier too. So Legrand, have you heard anything about Jasmine? Are you familiar with that one?
Do a BTS coin. That's
Nope.
a good idea. Japanese,
Nothing.
Korean people, I mean. That'd be good.
I don't know anything.
Okay, so we just learned that Jasmine basically is going to help kind of mitigate the concerns with people. Like, so people have concerns with Internet of Things. But I'm not sure if that's like their only utility. I thought there was a little bit more involved with that.
Guess what else? Guess what they call here in America the internet of the blockchain. Ethereum is called that.
Yeah.
Hey, on this little
Ethereum
thing,
is called that before, right? So could Jasmine become that in Japan?
Check this
I don't
out.
know. We have to check the research.
Check this
But
out.
it sounds like they're trying to provide the same service.
Hey,
What's up, Mike?
it had to get it went through court proceedings and had to be approved through the court system. So if it went through the court system, I could guarantee you it's already been ISO version compliant for them. Probably is. We got to see what's up on that. I bet you if we can see any IBM partnerships
Right.
or
That's what we
something.
have to look, because the IBM partnership is connected to the ISOs. And somewhere in between also connected to the CBDCs. That would be something to look into. But what's driving my mind a little crazy is that it keeps saying the Internet of Things. And that's what they're calling Ethereum, the Internet of the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Ethereum is the Internet of the blockchain? What the fuck are you talking about?
And why it crashed, it come out and it was banging and doing good, and all of a sudden the government shut it down and it just fell, and a lot forever and ever, and it just got out of it. And now
So
it's
then-
the approved
There
cryptocurrency.
you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, clear the air. There's a reason why Jasmine went down from $2 to damn near nothing. It wasn't because of market manipulation. It was because deliberately was attacked. So I had to do what I had to do. But it survived, apparently, because now it made it through the court systems. And being that it made it through the court systems, like Michael said, now we have to go dig to see if it became ISO compliant. If you went through the court system and ISO compliance, it's what's coming. See what I'm saying? Might as well kill the bird. Check the list right there before you come out of this courtroom. Are you going to be ISO compliant? Check the box. Okay, keep going. So
Yesterday, someone on CoinMarketCap commented that Jasmine is towards the destruction every week down the standings, and while degradation follows the trail of LUNC. So they're like bashing both LUNC Classic and this one, I think. Bearish, yeah. Jasmine towards the destruction every week down the standings, and while degradation follows trail of LUNC Classic. So that's a sad person.
Where is Jasmine's price prediction? Where is Jasmine's price at today?
207. So basically a 70th of a cent.
So on this prediction thing that I go to, it's saying that according to our analysis, between 0.042 and 0.048 around the average price of 0.045 in December of 2022. According to price prediction for 2030, the token potentially will rise to 12 cents. So that's all it's going to rise.
Okay, I have a few questions. My first one is, supply is 50 trillions or 50 billions? And then circulating supply is only 38.
Are you looking at it on CoinMarket? Sorry.
the supply.
No, I'm in their website. I say market cap is 295 million right now. But I'm looking, I'm looking the total supply and the circulating supply. There's a difference of 20 billions or 20 trillions coins. Where are the other coins?
It was 50 billion in total.
Okay, so there's only 30 billion in circulation. What
Yeah,
happened to the other coins?
Yeah, where are the other 20 billion coins?
Because if whoever created the coins are holding 20 billion, that's like 40%.
And if
They can dump those coins and bring the price down like in a second.
You're right about that.
So that's the first thing I noticed.
Really good.
Now,
other
does it
20
have
million
room to
are-
run? Yes.
It could be a gift and a curse because if the owners hold the 20 billion, then that is their staking their 20 billion coins to generate revenue for Jasmine.
Yeah,
Thank
right
you.
now the price could be, let's say, 70% of a cent or whatever it is. If they dump or take on a stake those 20 billions, oh, that price will crash.
But if you're the owner, it's like saying Binance has the largest
Yeah.
capital of cryptocurrency. So we should all be afraid of buying Bitcoin because Binance might dump and CZ's gonna run off with all this money. Greed.
Now, at the current price,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a bag of it because all-time high, I think, is $2. What I just noticed on 2020, I believe it was.
Right.
If it goes back to it, then in the next bull run, yeah, you can make good money.
The reason why, because Michael was breaking it down, right? LeGrand, Michael said that Yasmin ran into some trouble with the law and you know what I'm saying? And they had to go to court and all of that. So the minute like Ripple and XRP, when they come for these currencies and the FUD starts spreading, people run. So if the 20 billion coins were gonna be dumped, I believe they would have dumped them when it depegged off the $2 and dropped to $1, and they knew there was no coming back from that. I would have dumped my 20 billion coins right there.
You're gonna buy $100 because
and we would have left the other 30 billion in circulation for the liquidity in the market, right? And ran with my 20 billion and forget about Jasmine. But
no, I know. But I mean, I don't need to know more.
Right? When we're like in the drug game, right? In the drug game, people say, well, when I make certain amount of money, I'm gonna quit. You get to that $20,000 and it was easy to get it. So you say, fuck it, I'm gonna make one more run and go to 40. What happened to your 20? You had a commitment, but greed pushed you not to stop. You went further because you felt like you were gonna get more money. So if I could have dumped on y'all when we went to $1 and I knew, because I'm the owner of this, I know where we're going because I'm dealing with the courts. I see what's gonna happen, right? I would have dumped at $1. Instead, no, I held back because I believe in my project.
So you said that Bitcoin already got the clear from the court? It's already out of trouble?
Jasmine got the clear. Now what we're gonna try to find out is before they slapped them in the butt and let them get out of the courtroom, did they slap them in the ass with an ISO compliant as well? You see what I'm saying? Because if we got you wrapped up in litigations, why not might as well, if we're gonna go ahead and clear you of all this, might as well give you also the certificate that's coming for the future, the ISO compliant, since we got you already here wrapped up with compliancy problems. You see what I'm saying? You're here because of compliancy problems. So why not leave with all the compliancy or everything?
Well, every time I see a coin like that, like I just look at the chart. I don't need to know much. If I can put $100 in it, and I know in the next bull run
Right, I mean, anybody can do that and make money. You know, that's going blind. You know, and it's a given. Anybody can make money like that. I can put money now, right? In Bitcoin, $500. Bitcoin, I know it's gonna go to 69,000 in the next bull run, and my $500 is gonna make money. But are you willing to wait a year? Are you willing to wait 6 months? Are you willing to eight months for a bull run to come and you really make some money?
Well, that's the thing,
Or
Badir.
are you
Badir,
willing
what
to
happened
learn
is,
about the cryptocurrency that you're getting in and what it's going to cost this bull run to go? So if Jasmine did get that ISO compliant, all I'm saying is we got to do a little more research and get into it, you know, and find out.
no, I know that. I mean, if you're gonna put,
like Michael said, because that was pretty, you know what I'm saying? If you're wrapped up in these court hearings for doing FUD and all this stuff, well, when you leave here, let's make sure you got all your paperwork in order so you don't have to come back. So if they does have that ISO compliant, then they're looking for the future. They're not looking to dump their 20 billion. Now their 20 billion, he could have staked them while the whole shit was going down to make sure he don't go nowhere. Why would I sell my 20 billion? I'd rather just stake it. Why would I sell something at $1 when I know my currency, my shit can go up to $10 and then I can sell it. Or it can go back to $5, $2, and then I'll sell and let everybody leave. But that's the market makers, you know, that's the institutionals, the big guys. Us, we just gotta worry about what? If we buy 0.207, we just gotta wait till what, 25 cents, 50 cents, depending on how much we accumulated in there at that bottom. And not dump at $1. Not dump at $2.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, where they're expecting to dump their huge amount of 20 billion of coins. Remember when recently was help me out, guys, the company that is still trying to dump all the Bitcoin, Mt. Gox. Remember the FUD about Mt. Gox dumping all that Bitcoin? See what I'm saying? The market started getting fearful. Did Mt. Gox dump and affect the market? They did, and it didn't affect the market. They didn't dump everything. They just got enough to eat. Because
Mr. Maximus.
The bull market is coming. 100 grand is coming. So why would I sell my shit right now? I waited this long. I might as well keep on holding. So Mt. Gox was not gonna dump on us. It was just fun. Why would I sell my shit low? I'll just wait. Everybody's saying it's a bull run. My shit's been locked up for years. I'll wait till the bull run. I made it this far. So it's the same thing with Jasmine. If the fear is that 20 billion coins are locked away somewhere and the owner has them, well, he should have dumped them a long time ago. If not, he's the worst trader in the fucking world. Because he had all the inside information to dump, just like Do Kwon did. So I think we're pretty safe with Jasmine. It's something new in Japan, and when new things are being introduced to an economy, people treat it very fragile because there's other investors and other ideas similar to that one to follow. And if this one wrecks, then it'll be a hell of a time for the other ones to follow through. And this whole idea is over before it got started. So no, they're not gonna dump their 20 billion. There's no money in dumping 20 billion when the market's going down. You never buy, you never sell when the market is in red. You never buy when the market is in green. So don't buy the top and sell the bottom. So they're not gonna do that.
Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Max, y'all. He just came in. What's up, Max?
Maximus.
Welcome. Great show tonight on Crypto Talk Now, leading us up. Hard to follow you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I apologize for not, putting you guys on blast and saying, going to the next show. Kind of got caught up with everything, but I didn't mean to come in to interrupt or anything like that. Mike and Legrand, are you guys actually part of that show, the VR tonight, or are you guys just coming in here to hang out?
this
Now,
whole
we're
time.
all part of it. Everybody's putting
It's
their
been a-
cents. We're talking about Jasmine. I think you know a lot about Jasmine, Maximus.
Yeah, I've been doing a little more research into it. I'm actually thinking about getting like for real into it and leaning more that way.
Preach, brother. Please preach.
Spill the beans, yeah.
It's I mean, for one, I mean the price is very attractive, and then the whole idea, like I actually heard about a long time ago. I saw it on KuCoin, and they had very attractive staking rewards. I remember at one point I think it was as high as like 100%, and then I of course didn't know a whole lot about it. Saw a really bad score when it came to the whole thing on a token sniffer, but not realizing that it's already been well vetted and so on. And then of course talked more to Mike Cornwell about Jasmine, and when he told me the whole thing of like legitimately speaking, it's going to be Japan's Bitcoin. I mean, I think that's an opportunity that shouldn't be overlooked. And then when you also see the team behind it, they're basically fully doxed and all that. You can see great potential with it. Is it going to take off overnight? Well, of course not. But if anything, it's setting yourself up for the future. And if it does deliver, in which it very well could, later on down the road, we're talking like maybe anywhere from, minimum of 1 year to 5 years and so on. But I mean, if it took off and ends up becoming Japan's Bitcoin, I mean, look how long, it took Bitcoin to basically get to where, anything really significant. I mean, you had to go from, what was it, end of 2009 or early 2010, and then basically get to like, I think a minimum of, the year 2013. So right there, that was like 4 years, you can't expect anything different to a sense, even with the likes of Japan's Bitcoin, aka Jasmine. So that's the way I'm looking at it from that perspective. It's still, well under a penny. Last I checked, I didn't check today, but last I checked, it was like, 0.008.
Yeah, we're
like
at
that.
a 70th.
Yeah, so it's still great buying opportunities. I mean, even if you could only come in with a position of like $300 to throw at it, you would have, I don't know, what's like 40 to 50,000 of the coins. That's not too bad. I mean, you think about it, if the thing went to $2 a coin, that'd be like $100,000. Or if you want to load up even more than that and throw like a few $1,000s at you, you're talking about like wealth right there. So it's a big opportunity.
I want to call Jasmine not the Bitcoin of Japan, but the Ethereum of Japan, because they're calling Jasmine the internet of what is it?
Things.
NPR?
It's Internet of all things. So
that's what they've been calling Ethereum here in America.
Well, it's the best of both, because you know how Bitcoin was the first. I think that's where that came from, was the first. But
and then they're using the system of Ethereum's internet.
So it's kind of like, it's even better because it's the top two in one.
Right, in one. Now, another thing is, Max, we all know, Japan has a super duper high inflation, and they just look the blind and they live with it, and the country manages with this super duper high inflation. How does inflation of the market or in an economy affect a coin? Will it rise the coin's price, or will it deflate the price? Maybe I'll get the answer tonight, or I'll do some more research, but there's something that's on my mind, how that would affect it, or if any at all.
It's a little bit different when it comes to Japan. I mean, you got to keep in mind their economic system is a lot different from the United States. If you remember their past prime minister, which by the way was the longest serving prime minister that they had in Japanese history. I forgot the guy's name off the top of my tongue for some reason, but he got recently. Yeah, the one got assassinated, right?
Yes.
So,
rest in peace, great guy.
Yeah, so basically he created it an economic system that was literally named after him. So I mean, traditionally speaking, like what you're talking about here in the United States.
Abe.
Exactly. Yeah. So they have this thing over there. It's called Shinzo. It's either Shinzo Economics or Shin Economics, if I'm not mistaken.
It's named after him, Shinzo Abe.
Yeah, so I mean, it's literally an economic system that's created after him. So I mean, I'm not going to go on record and basically say, like it's exactly the same over there as it is here. But I mean, basing it on
Because it's the
here,
opposite. They have an inflationary mark, like unbelievable. We don't even know, the world doesn't even understand how they don't break. They just keep inflating and printing money. They print, and inflate the money.
yeah. So I mean,
But it
it's
works
it's
for
a
them.
totally different system in that regard. I mean, typically speaking,
It works.
it's, over here, I mean, like I was
Yeah.
mentioning earlier on the show, I mean, if we had 2%, got down to 2% inflation, then that basically means that a lot of people have a lot more money, and if anything, they're going to have some spare money to invest in the likes of like crypto and whatnot. And so, like I was mentioning with last year, I mean, you literally saw that right around April, May, you saw like all-time highs for a lot of different projects, and then you saw that, of course, again in the last bull run. And it just makes sense because when people have extra money after all their bills are paid and so on, then
Yes.
they look to invest. So I mean, is that the answer for the likes of Japan? I don't know, but I mean, I think everything is still very new, and if anything, that should be very exciting for people in Japan who may have already researched crypto, or thinking about it and want to see where Japan is going from there. I mean, we've all wanted to get into Bitcoin at during the early stages, but for whatever reason we didn't. So do we get involved in Japanese Bitcoin, aka Jasmine? I don't know. Huh?
This is the first cryptocurrency for Japan?
Well, I mean, if it's Japan's Bitcoin, that to me that basically stands out. That it's just that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to try to wreck and hurt this. The people that are creating this, who are backing this up, who are putting this out there, who is the first in a country, who just came out of a court hearing. Now, I think me and Michael are wondering, I don't know if everybody else, but I am, like in the back, I want to know. Max, if you went to court for regulatory problems and you win your case, but ISO compliant is part of that, do you think the court, after they settle your regulatory problems, they would also just let you go with the proper paperwork and leave you with the ISO compliant as well, so we don't have to bring you back? So we got to find out if Jasmine is ISO compliant.
I think it's a totally different ball game for them because
Right.
I mean, it's
Because of the way their market is ran.
yeah, exactly. And if anything, I mean, they might have different type of regulations when it comes to their financial sector, completely different from like other Asia Pacific markets and so on. I mean, the whole idea that Jasmine is technically the Bitcoin of Japan in itself. I mean, that right there spells foundational crypto, if you will, for them. So it's too early for them, and it's because I guess you could say they just never wanted much to do with crypto. But I mean,
Yes.
for us, it's definitely an opportunity, but it's not, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, and rightfully so. And I think Mike has mentioned that a few times as well.
Yeah. So now, what do we have always learned about the market? The market goes up, the market goes down. The market goes up, the market goes down. So Yasmin started up and it came down. So in theory, it has to go back up. Not necessarily $2, but it's gonna go back up higher than where we're at right now. And so yeah, not financial advice, but we're definitely gonna keep looking into it. And Jasmine starting to sound more attractive as the days go by. For those who thought, so Max, right? There was a 50 billion circulating supply. That was another conversation we were having before you jumped in. 50 billion. And then there was 20 billion gone. We're trying to figure out what's going on. I believe the owners are holding it. And then there was 30 billion in circulation. The fear was that, 20 billion is like 40% of the whole project. If they decide to just dump their whole 20 billion, Now this is starting to sound like the Mt. Gox time with Bitcoin that we just went through. But if they dump the 20 billion, then the whole market's gonna go to shit and this and that. But I mean, if you're the first in the country and you would already they were trying to break you down before you got out the gate, you know what I'm saying? And you just came out of court and won your stuff. I don't think these people are gonna dump their 20 billion cryptocurrency after going through all these litigations and all this headache and drama. There's passion there. It's like Ripple and XRP. You know, people are going to court every day. So
Yeah,
like it has a future. Good news, bad news. As long as you got news, it's great.
yeah. I don't know. There's another thing. There's another thing I look at, Jasmine. I mean, everybody talks about, you know, they're going to be the, or they currently are going to be the Bitcoin of Japan, but in reality, it's almost like they're kind of, and it's not the same utility, but it's like they kind of remind you of XRP because, like, when they first launched, from what I'm looking at here, for instance, when they first launched, I mean, they were well like over $4, you know, a coin or token, I should say. And then they tanked, but because you know, kind of like a similar situation with XRP or, you know, Ripple, and it's because you know, like with their version of like the SEC, and so that's what's going on with them. But
it wasn't market manipulation; it was attack.
Right. So if anything, when that ends, then it's like, wow, that's gonna be huge for, you know, Jasmine holders. But like even right now, what really reminds me of like what their utility is, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about utility. So I'm even just looking at right now, like anybody do a basic Google search, so you can see it for yourself. It says literally, the Jasmine coin is also used by service providers to pay rewards to the users who supply their personal data. To me, that's like the whole concept of when people just blindly accept a TOS, like terms of service, like Google, for instance. You know,
I'll pay you,
and you don't get a red cent for it.
But they're paying.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of messed up, but that's the utility. Right. And that's a thing.
Now that is the most sentimental, beautiful utility that motherfuckers should just use it just out of spite, out of anger. Those people whose information's been getting sold and stolen and all this and that, people who hate Facebook for doing all this and selling my information and all of that, guess who they're gonna love then? Jasmine.
Yeah, so whether people are forgetting, you know, most people
selling my information, but you're paying me, motherfucker.
Yeah, most people, of course, are going to be against that. I mean, I'm not against. I mean, I'm not for, you know, giving out my personal information, but I mean, there's obviously a market for it. I mean, and that's technically the utility behind it. But here's the big risk. The big risk is this: if they pass some kind of law in Japan that states that nobody can do that, they'll kill the utility of Jasmine. So, like anything, you know, like people say, what's the risk? What's the reward? That's the huge risk. And if anything, you know, it's not me fudding it or anything like that, but I mean, let's face it, that's the reality of it. It's not the United States we're dealing with it. So do they create some other form of utility? I don't know. But I mean, I imagine that's the big thing with Jasmine.
Max, you should have an international coin show. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Oh, there?
Sorry.
Yeah, but you should have like some sort of international coin show to kind of highlight nations. It's all good.
One of our subscribers is making a lot of sense tonight.
Let's see.
Brittany gave us the tea today. She said we got to learn Japanese. We're going to have to learn Japanese. We're going to have to get into that market. We're going to have to know. Because Jasmine is attractive. Imagine getting it under these C rows. It's like Max said, XRP. Then it just hover around a certain zone. These are opportunity times.
Yep, it definitely is. I mean, and it's not just on, you know, Coinbase. I mean, you get on Binance, my personal favorite centralized exchange, which is KuCoin. I also like Crypto.com, but I mean, I don't know. Lately, I'm more of a fan of KuCoin, but yeah, you can get on both of those. I mean, those are very well vetted exchanges, so I'm pretty confident with going with those.
So you want to take a fork in the conversation real quick? I'm kind of curious as to why, whenever I first got into crypto, my first two exchanges that I was recommended was, like, as far as the safest, eToro and Coinbase. And then ever since then, I've just looked at any other ones as kind of, substandard or whatever, second best. Why though? Do you know why those would be recognized as that high of a?
I don't even know. Well, if Coinbase was recommended as a good one in the middle of this crypto winter, somebody better told you wrong.
Well, I would.
Coinbase was doing some world of shit.
About 2 years ago. A year ago.
Oh yeah, about 2 years ago. Yeah.
At that time, shit, Coinbase was giving away freaking all types of shit.
We gonna say, Mike?
I think they slowed down on giving away. Actually, they were talking about earlier this year that we're going to slow that down to get some more money back.
Coinbase,
go ahead, Mike.
Coinbase has kind of stepped its game up as well. It went from a very simplistic, super user friendly platform to now it just has a button where you can become a advanced trader and set stop limits and all that jazz. So it's stepping its game up quite a bit right now.
So I've noticed that, right? But the reason why all these jokers are starting to tighten up, and CZ decided to let the tax burn go. He's letting people burn Luna Classic with the 1.2% burn tax. And he also is letting people, apparently, spot traders, to opt out of the burn tax and just do their thing. They could have done this shit a long time ago. He's the owner of this shit. He could have just said that a long time ago, right? That there was an option. You can do the burn if you want, you don't have to. So, the exchanges. I think I'm losing signal.
Max. Sorry, I was looking at my cat.
Yeah.
And then I was about to say Max, since I was saying I combine cat and Max, and you get Matt. I was thinking today during your show, I was like, you need to get somebody on there who's just like an all-time comment reader, right? So while you're sitting there, you don't have to like read everything. You'll read stuff like as far as crypto related, but then there's like a whole slew of comments that someone who's got like a fresh reading mind can just you can like tag them in and they can just like plow through them. Would that not make sense, you think?
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. And then they would
Well, I mean,
fly.
what do you guys think? You think I should read? Yeah, you think I should just read less comments, or like, what do you think?
I don't know. I like if you were to like skip all the LOLs and LMAOs and it just like.
Well, I do usually try to do just read the questions and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah,
You're doing good, man.
I don't see why you gotta skip them.
Good.
I just see it's a lot of work, right, to do all those comments. And so if you had somebody who was just like fresh-minded, I'm sure they would be able to actually be pretty efficient in flying through that list. I would think.
No, because some people feel really special seeing their YouTuber like acknowledging.
Well, yeah, so it would turn into a conversation between the reader of the comments and the host. So it's like, hey, cool, yeah, and then you'd talk about the stuff every time that you'd have a comment pop up, and we just like keep the person who is responsible for reading those comments would make sure that part of it stays going fast, so you don't get swamped and it never becomes burdensome. I don't know, just a thought. There's a lot of good comments out there, and like sometimes they get misread too. Like I can tell because after a certain period of time, like words start to get blurred out, and like at the very beginning of the show, y'all are super sharp, and towards the end, it's just
you mean
like you'll read a word wrong or
I
something.
understand.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's okay. It's not like it's the whole comment gets ruined, but it kind of. Today I was saying something about. I was asking Lazy Jedi, and I called him Lazy, and I think you said Larry. And I was like, no, I was talking to Lazy, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's just towards the end of the show, I think y'all's eyes start to get kind of blurry, maybe. Man, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But I would like to help. That'd be fun.
Max, on Jasmine, you were saying they have high staking rewards, right?
Well, we did when it was first introduced. Yeah, like so. from when I first saw on KuCoin, they had like, oh my gosh, it was like 100% or 150%. It was crazy, and that's when I first heard about it. I was thinking about like really like, I don't know, getting into it just for the staking. Yeah.
So let's say if I own an exchange like Jasmine, and I take 20 billion Jasmine.
You own an exchange like Jasmine? You mean like if
No,
you own a
not exchange.
token?
Let's say I own Jasmine and I take the 20 billion Jasmine. Can I stake them? From my own.
Not that I know of right now, but I mean, on KuCoin you used to be able to do that, so they don't offer that anymore. Is there staking currently somewhere else? Maybe, I just don't know where.
Because there's 20 billion Jasmine somewhere. We can't find it. I'm trying to figure out where they went. There was 50 billion in circulation. 20 billion are somewhere.
There's 4.75 billion in circulation, which is 10% of the that's 10% of the total supply.
So where's the rest of it?
Not in circulation.
Whose has it? And it's a stake. It's really the whole story, the whole thing I want to get to. Are they staking that? And then you said they used to, but you don't know about now.
Right, because that's me being honest. I mean, I don't know of any other exchange that offers staking. Maybe crypto.com does. I'd have to research it more, but I mean, it probably ain't gonna be much. But the most I ever seen was, of course, originally with we just double check. So, I mean, that was hold on a second. That was basically early 2021, and I do remember that those prices of when it was well over like $1 and whatnot. So, I saw it kind of drop late last year and so on. Like maybe the reason why they offer that staking like during the bull run, right, is because they wanted more and more people to hold this because it tanks so much. I don't know whatever the case be, but it was very attractive. It was very low cost on the price, and then I mean, come on, man, 100%. At 100%. I mean, if you have, only 1,000 Jasmine or whatever, I mean, if they had offered staking at that rate for a whole year, you get your whole, you double like your amount basically, and then some. But let's face it, no exchange is going to offer that for the full year. Those are like promotions, and usually they only last like a couple months or 3 months or whatever. But still, it's not too shabby,
So you said there's only 10% of Jasmine in circulation, and the other 90% is locked away somewhere?
Well, they have a confirmed market. Well, to answer your question, yes.
That sounds scary.
So the market cap is confirmed, and it says the circulating supply is only 10% of the total supply. So that circulating supply, currently speaking, is 4.75 billion. So, is that other amount like staked, various places? Could be. I would have to research a lot more.
Yeah. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're just giving you an introduction to Jasmine. We're not telling nobody to go buy Jasmine today. We're trying to figure it out if it's a good investment for the future. Y'all got to stay tuned and keep checking in with Crypto Talk Now. Follow Maximus Crypto. Follow Mike Crypto and Ed VR for more information on Jasmine. I'm sure Michael Cornwell will keep us informed, and Maximus too, because Maximus, apparently you've been chasing that sucker for about 1.5 years, it sounds.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it's just more or less like one that was on my watch list for a while, and then of course when Mike mentioned more about it, I was like, man, Jasmine, really? Like, I've known about that for a long time, but didn't hear a lot. And then when he said the whole thing, it's literally the Bitcoin of Japan. I mean, if you even look at the logo, kind of somewhat reminds you of it in a way. And it just, I don't know, kind of has that XRP feel to it, that's not the same utility, but it's a similar situation. It's kind of like their version of the SEC in Japan decided, you're flagged for, doing this, like being like a security or whatever, right, for Japan. So as a result, their price reflects that. But it's like if things turn around, right, depending on what kind of elected officials they have and so on, you hold that, and it provides, such and such utility or whatever. I mean, it sucks, in my opinion, the whole thing about the privacy, but let's face it, that is a market. That's the utility. So if anything, like if people adopted it, right, it could be very huge for not just Japan, but you as a holder, if you get into it.
I believe that Japan won't pass a law that would ban people from selling their own personal information. I think it will be embraced because you would have less fights between these social media different platforms that are actually selling your information behind your back. So a lot of these companies would actually bring that system on board to protect themselves. They're still going to make money from advertisement and everything else, but now they're going to get sentiments from the people. Now I'm going to join Facebook because Facebook is also selling my information, right? Like they always have, but Facebook now is sending me a little bit of money every month. Just like as if I would have had 1 billion people on my Facebook looking at my personal information, pictures and ass and all of this shit every fucking day. So it's something that has a potential for the future. If I know that you're selling my information and you're paying me for it, I'm good with it. You see what I'm saying? But if you're doing it behind my back for 10 years, you know, and I just gave up the gloves and hung it up and said, fuck it, they're going to keep doing it. But now you're paying me. Oh, yeah, I'm going to opt into that because you're doing it already and I'm not getting paid. So,
Right.
yeah, that's how I feel about that. The government would not pass a law saying no because now you have actually free will to sell your stuff. Now, this is what happens. Once Jasmine implements a system worldwide, because the internet is worldwide, you don't need jurisdiction throughout the fucking states, right? Now you can sue whatever company has Jasmine attached to it and sold your information and you didn't get paid. Because they do have this system there that's supposed to pay you. So you see what I'm saying? It's also protecting the consumer and the people using these platforms. Just like CZ implemented in Binance, you have the option to opt in to the 1.2% burn tax, or you have the option to opt out. You have options. So that's basically what they're giving people. Jasmine is giving people options what to do with your personal information. You can either get paid for it because it's out there, or you could just keep letting it out there for free and let them get paid for it.
I think there's a lot of potential. I mean, it could be huge for, you know, Jasmine itself, because I mean, if anything, it's like, you know, you look at, you know, like we're talking about like Google and how they, you know, they basically, you know, share your data. Like, I mean, as you guys know, like we're in our, you know, in our homes, apartments, whatever, right? We're just walking around and like we could be like 10 feet away from our phone and we mention some certain product, then we go on, you know, Google Chrome or whatever, you know, browser we're using it for, and we get all these recommendations for something that we just mentioned out loud. So I imagine with Jasmine, you know, it could be something like that. But if you think about this, right, it's even a lot more than just trying to, you know, get you to look at some product like kind of like Google does, right?
Right.
What about this? If they collect your data, then if anything, like they would probably, who knows, share that information with like the likes of Binance and some of the exchanges. Like, yeah, this guy has been looking at these particular coins and these particular tokens. This is what he's leaning towards. So then all of a sudden you get these recommendations through whatever apps you have. Like, hey, you know what? You know that coin that you're looking into? Well, here's another reminder. Just, you never know, man. All sorts of stuff.
Somebody can buy your portfolio. If
Awesome.
I would have bought Bitcoin at 17,500, right? In 3 different exchanges and bought every currency that day at those prices, Quant at $45, all that, right?
Right.
I would have just sold my portfolio after that. Once it went up to 30,000. I didn't even have to put no more money in it just because of my position in the market. It's so low. Somebody would love to grab that because they missed that opportunity. I could sell. You could sell your portfolio. You could sell anything in this world. So the thing with China, now you have to understand Asia in a nutshell. China, Japan, Asia itself loves freaking internet. The internet, the future, technology, right? They have these systems where the cameras read your face profile. It was so easy for them to fight COVID. They could tell whether you had a fever through a fucking camera. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they are already selling your information left and freaking right over there. It's embedded inside their every camera in that country. Then in China, they have a system, the credit system, being that how many likes you get on social media, how many social media platforms you have open, how you socialize with the world, and that's how your credit score is rated. If you start to get dislikes and not enough friends and this and that, your credit score drops. Sooner or later, you just become an outcast. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Your credit score is reflected on what social media and all these other platforms in the world thinks of you. Now, these cameras also, right? These cameras, every time you litter, they threw a red flag on your credit score.
There you go. That's what these things are about. It's not necessarily about how many friends you have. And if it is about how many friends you have and how many of a political stance, that's how many friends you have. Like if you have some sort of like anti-government stance friends, that's who it is. Welcome, JP.
Yeah.
Jeff Pruden, y'all, in the building.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
We shouted to the mountains.
Who lent my daddy that 350Z so my mama can make me in the back seat. What's
the Viking
up, my guy?
350Z.
Wow. Hey,
Guys,
Jazz.
I missed the show. How was the show tonight, Max?
You didn't. Oh, sorry.
It's not too shabby. It was long. It was like 2.5 hours.
Oh shit, that was a long shit today.
This has to be like the first time I missed your show in fucking months. Oh, are we still live? Are you guys
Yes,
live
alright.
right now?
Yeah.
Oh, are we live?
Hello?
Be Ricky.
Hello?
Are we live? Hello?
Hello.
Sorry,
Hello?
guys.
Max, I don't know if you ever heard
Hey,
that.
yo,
Yeah, I
Ricky.
think you read that before, actually, out loud. You read that on the comments. Hello? Hello? Are we live? Be Ricky? Are we here?
Yo, Ricky.
Yo.
It's going on YouTube. This is going on YouTube.
That's funny.
Yeah,
All right.
live.
Topic of the night, though. What's going on,
Jasmine.
guys?
We about beat Jasmine to death, I think.
Jasmine, yeah.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing else left to say about it.
Jasmine's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, look at that though. Look at your crypto levels, man. Clearpool's at like 40% basically. It's crazy.
Heck yeah.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
I finally got my 1,000 Polygon Matic the other day.
You said
I
yesterday,
went
right?
a little bit over 1,000, but yeah. And Max, guess what, baby boy?
What's up?
How you doing with your quants? You couldn't buy, I'm sure, these couple of days because the shit's been skyrocketing to 120.
Oh, I can still buy them. I mean, I probably still buy it in, well, it's $200, but I mean, I just won't buy as many of them, But yeah.
Yeah.
I bought my
So,
first little bit of quant earlier today. $50 worth.
I'm at 6
Nice.
quant right now.
Wait, what?
I'm at 6 quant, Max.
Oh shoot, you got me beat, man. I'm at 3.1.
Your goal is 10.
At least 10. My preferred goal is 20.
Don't race up the fucking
Gotcha.
bar. It took you forever trying to do your bar.
Got 10.
Oh, you got 10,
That's what
Mike?
they're
Nice.
asking. I think the bear market will be over by the time I try to, because I got other things to buy. But when you said 10, right? I realized quant is not something you have to have 1 or 5, minimum 10. I'm being honest, guys.
Yeah,
Unless you're gonna
he's
swing
right about
trade it.
that.
Unless you're gonna swing trade it, which is gonna make money because quant is doing some big jumps. It goes from 89 to 120, 130, back down, chill out. You can run your shorts and longs. And they're pretty clean shorts and longs too. So yeah, but 20 would be the bomb. Like you're in the house. 10, you're in there. Like swimwear, but you're not in the house.
That's what I was going to
Uh,
ask Mike real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And that is,
no, go ahead. I was done.
I'm sorry. So, Mike, we were talking about XRP earlier. Would you mind sharing how much XRP you have?
Drum rolls.
Man, probably about $2,500 worth right now.
Which is about how much XRP?
Let me go look. I don't know. I got it on a few different exchanges. So.
Why doesn't everybody have a freaking portfolio where they could go to quickly? Why do I always feel like I'm the only guy who does that? Anyway, that's all right.
No, because every time you get out of the page, the portfolio closes. You got to put in your freaking password, the whole thing, and wait for it to buffer up.
I have I have all that saved for my portfolio because it doesn't have direct access to my actual crypto. See what I'm saying? If I had access to my crypto, then yeah, I wouldn't save it.
Right now, I'm looking at the bubbles and it's showing 5,000 XRP is 2,400. 5,000 XRP equal 2438.
Yeah, but think about this. That doesn't mean that's his entry point. His entry point is right. Like he could have been dollar cost averaging.
Okay. I thought he was saying his total portfolio was reading $2,500 worth. Okay, you're right.
God, what does it smell like ass in here?
That's what I was saying. I was like, why does everywhere I go smell like old pizza and garlic?
I'm staying in a Brooklyn hotel. I told y'all that earlier. Max wasn't around, so if you smelling that, it's just fucking where I'm at right now. But it's okay. Get over it.
No, it like went away, and it's just like it's not me, and I don't know. Oh, you know what it is? It's this fireplace. That's what it is. Makes no sense to have a fireplace in Phoenix, so that all these houses have it. It's so stupid. Like, why would you have a fire in your house? You live in Phoenix. Yeah.
I bet you went cold when the fucking the snow came. You're the only house with a chimney on.
No, it's just you just run your heater. I mean, you don't even run that. I mean, like you hardly ever have to run that. It's Phoenix, so.
They even have heaters in Phoenix? What the fuck you need a heater in Phoenix for?
Sometimes you do. Believe it or not, sometimes you do. Like, yeah, because like sometimes, I mean, it's not going to be like negative 20, like New York or Massachusetts or something. But like out here, like sometimes it can get as cold as like maybe I don't know, man, like late 30s, early 40s. I mean, and then I don't know if you're outside, like it can get kind of chilly, but I mean it's not like brutal, right?
Is Phoenix the place where all the miners went because Texas gave them a deal and they had this extra energy accumulated to give away, and they sold it to the miners?
I have no idea, to be honest, on that one.
Okay, now it's a mining company opening up in Texas somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where, and they got a deal because Texas had accumulated extra energy that they weren't going to use this year. So they sold it to them at a good sale, so they can mine coins. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at this whole thing with XRP on my portfolio, and Mike says he has what 2,500 into it, something like that. I mean, technically speaking, I have. I don't know. Let me see.
I have none.
I have about 820 bucks into it, and it's worth currently 1,023. So I've profited. I'm in the green. I have a profit of 312 bucks so far on my XRP.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm not selling it. There's no way.
It was actually higher than that then, because XRP did a little bull run the other day.
Oh yeah, it was big time.
Yeah. You know what's another one, Max, that I'm starting to treat like Polygon-matic? I'm telling you, I'm gonna start treating it like it. Curve.
Is what?
CRV. Curve.
Oh yeah, I heard Curve. I haven't got into that.
Yeah. I've heard some good stuff about Curve. But
you talking about Curve DAO token? Is that the one you're talking about?
Right. Curve DAO. It
Yeah.
is compliant. And per Dow it was gonna peg their become a stable coin, right? By pegging their system to the US bonds. Did it shit? So Curve is part of it, part of them. So
I remember at the beginning of the year, they're doing really well. They're like about
Yeah,
$6.50 at the beginning of the year of 2021, I think it was. Not this year.
yeah,
Or wait. Yeah, it was this year, 2022. So the beginning of this year.
almost
Yeah.
$7,
Yeah.
right? Polygon Matic only was up like 3.
They're top 100 too. They're ranked 73rd right now.
Well, when this shit was like 40 cents, it shot up to $1.40.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It did the same thing like Quant from look from 55 cents. Yeah, from 55 cents. It just never stopped. So that was a good one to get in around that price, 55 cents. But even like around 90, 80 cents, 75 cents, you know, liable to get 1,000 of them, you know, if you DCA properly for about $700, $600 and something dollars, $700.
Right.
And then, you know, because if the high was 679, when we come back, we got to test a new high. You know, even $7.30 would be nice.
Yeah. I'm looking at the ISOs that I hold, the official ISOs. So on all of them except for Stellar Lumens, and it's only because of the price that came in. So Stellar Lumens came in at you know, a little over 27 cents. So I'm like down. I'm in the red. Down like $309 because I came in at like an average price of like a little over 27 cents, and it's like, you know, about 12 cents right now. But on all the other ISOs like XRP, XDC, Quant, I'm like in the green on that. Even on XDC, like, I mean, it's not much. I'm like plus $7.10. I hold a little over 10,000 XDC.
ISO? I didn't know Quant was ISO.
Yeah, it's an ISO.
Really?
Mm.
Wow. That's why that bitch is in the middle of that map, and everything runs through it.
Exactly.
The whole thing runs through it. Quant? Oh Lord, I was showing somebody yesterday. I said, look, I told him about Quant, and I stopped and I had to look for a picture Michael sent me like 3-4 months ago that I sent it to everybody in Florida. This is the best way I explain Quant. Michael sent me a map and Quant's in the middle of it. And everything runs, and I should show people that picture, and they're like, oh.
Well, think about what ISO is to begin with. I mean, it's like the whole thing of everything getting on a you know, a digital ledger. I mean, you know, heck, they literally are creating, you know, like the, you know, premier blockchain for just that, you know, like
right,
you know, like a digital ledger, like, you know. So yeah, what they got going on makes sense. And knowing that, I mean, you know, the interoperability, you know, cross-border payments, they've already been doing it like in Central America long before everybody else is getting into the whole thing of what's happening in November with the switch turning on.
And I'm glad you said South America, right?
No, Central America.
Central America. Well, there's a lot of FUD towards Central America, South America, and towards that region to stimulate that economy. This campaign is gonna campaign under that. The Republicans and the Democrat are going to campaign on, bringing those industries up to par with modern day. You hear this? That's on this side of the world.
Right.
And we're the ones that basically are bringing in the regulations and all of that into it. So yeah, when you're saying cryptocurrencies in Central America, South America got Quant. Quant literally has Quant South America, some shit is called. Or Latin America Quant, some shit. Where they're literally doing something with their currency, their native currency, they can trade it and they won't lose so much money in the process by converting it into other currency. So they'll be able to trade damn near at the equal value of every other currency and not lose so much in the exchange of one currency to the other versus, like the dollar is so strong, you lose a lot of your currency. So Quant is doing a lot of things. The thing with Quant is that Quant was so quiet for so long, and they just came out like freaking like 1,000 miles per hour with a whole bunch of stuff that it's gonna take time for people to get it together. That's why I say the best way any one of us can explain to anybody what Quant is what Michael did for us. You know what I'm saying? Michael gave us literally a fucking map, black and white, red and blue.
I'd like to see this map though, at some point. It'd be tight.
Michael, please share that map of Quant, and so we could put it on the.
I ended up finding some.
I need you to put that
news.
map.
Does it need to go to Jeff?
Yeah, please, if you wouldn't mind, brother, could you send me that map?
Send it to Jeff. Send it to Edward VR so he can put it up on YouTube right now, and people can see what we're actually talking about, what you showed us, and open our eyes a while back. Ricky left, right? But I was telling y'all, Ricky got paid more than all of us. Ricky been getting paid on the low. You know what I'm saying? Ricky took Quan at $80 and busted that sucker at $140 and ran back to Luna. Ricky loved him some Luna.
The company Wallet Investor has the price of Quant on the 80,000 coin.
Yeah, that map Michael Cornwell sent was what gave me and Ricky and a lot of other people the courage in the will to say, you know what, fuck that. I'm jumping on this right here, right now. Look at it; it's vivid in your face. So, Edward, did you get the map? Were you able to send it to Edward so he could put it on live, so everybody, the whole world, can see what we're talking about vividly? Because we could show you better than what we could tell you.
I'm looking right now.
These are the hidden gems people come and find in Crypto Talk. Now VR.
Don't know it. Wow, look at this stuff.
You got it, Jeff?
I did. It is it's a crazy chart.
But fucking self-explanatory. That's some amazing shit. I mean, when you want to get some good shit, Mike will be bringing some good shit. Like, I don't know where he be digging the stuff up from, but Mike will be getting it.
Y'all want to send that to me?
Yes, please.
Por favor.
So you can put it on YouTube. Michael or Jeff?
Yeah, very cool.
Let's see, find it. Took it downtown.
Here, send it to me on my phone. Make sure I have to open it up on a different browser.
You got it?
Hold on one moment. Thank you, Mike.
Awesome. Check this out. That's a beauty in itself, bro.
Not there yet.
Jeff.
It's got a lot of connections, that's for sure.
Off of that map alone, even if you want to do stocks like IBM and shit like that, yeah, you could go into that too. All that in that map is in a pump.
Where do you have it at?
Quant, right?
Yeah,
Guess
I'm
you
about to
gotta
pull it up
go.
on the screen here for us all.
The CBDC coins, central bank digital currency, has to come and deal with Quant. Quant doesn't have to go to them. They got to come to you and run through your system and then come out the ass. See what I'm saying? Quant is king. Quant in the middle.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, because the CBDC coin thought it was going to come in here and regulate and destroy cryptocurrency and do what it wanted to do. And the Fed and the banks and all of that.
Man, at $80,000 a coin prediction, I'm in it. I'm ready to go.
No, it's even higher than that, man. I see well past 100,000.
They believe it's going to flip Bitcoin for real. You know,
Coin million or something?
yeah, it's got a low market cap.
Like a low coin.
Circulating supply.
Not a low market cap, no.
Low circulating supply, I meant
Yeah.
to say.
That's not what we're supposed to be looking at.
I'm not putting stuff in my hand, though.
Can
You
you
guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Did Luna Classic pass Quant the other day?
Wait, what, Mike?
I said, didn't Luna Classic pass Quant the other day? Just for a little bit or something like that?
No, never.
No, he's probably talking about the ranking, man.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Not
Yeah,
really, but
Classic at what,
training.
20? I think it hit 23 on the rankings.
What's
Back
the
over.
market cap of Quant?
Let me see.
50? No. Is it 50 million?
Market cap of Quant is 1.3 billion,
Really?
and Terra Classic is 1.4 billion.
So yes,
Quant
it did
sit-
pass it.
Yeah, Quant's sitting at ranking of 40. Well, at least on CMC. I know you guys use like CoinGecko, and then on Luna Classic's 38. So
Sweet.
Yeah, I knew it passed it the other day, so I was like, dang, like it's a good time to get into Quant, man, because it's got a low market cap, and with how low the market cap is, and the fact that what its ties are and how low its market cap is insane. Because when you look at XRP being a number 5 or number 6 market cap, and it's only at the price it is, I mean, don't get me wrong, it can go through the roof. But if that just gives you an how high Quant can go with its number supply and how low the actual market cap is right now.
What was Bitcoin supply when it first came out? Anybody remember?
no.
It was close to Quant's, though. Right now.
No, I mean, currently speaking, I mean, Bitcoin's circulating supply and, Quant's is similar. It's just that Quant's is a lot more attractive.
That's what it is.
I mean, Quant's circulating supply as we speak is, a little over 12 million Quant. And then Bitcoin is like, I don't know what it is. Hold on. 19 million Bitcoin. So
Wow.
it's a lot more attractive for Quant. Big time.
Yeah. So these are great opportunities we are exposing, guys. And the guys that you're hearing on this show today, you people on YouTube, we have our money in this. We are literally putting our money in these things. We're not telling y'all to put your money in it, but we're not the fudders. We actually are feeling the pain too with y'all. When the market goes down, yeah, we feel it.
It's good.
But we understand that the market needs volatility, and the market goes up and the market goes down. You got to just take the emotions out and have faith and believe that this bear market will pass and the bull run will come. Maybe one day when if you guys rub Max the right way, he'll show you a trick on paper and you'll watch the line go from 0 to 100,000 real quick. Beautiful thing to see. Bull market day.
Thanks for that. I mean, nobody needs to rub on me too much because, I mean, I'm not trying to tell people to, invest in, skin flute Inu with circulating supply of quintillion tokens or anything.
Right.
I mean,
That's
if you want to invest in skin flute Inu, that's your choice. But I'm not investing in any skin flutes. So thank you.
When you saying
So what
those
about
adult market ones?
everybody? Have you guys heard about people saying, hurry up, leave everything you're doing and jump into Doge Lawn Mars?
I'm not doing that. I have nothing
Oh
against
my
it.
God, I've had a couple of people call me about Dogecoin Mars, and other people are playing this thing, and I'm like, you understand that Dogecoin Mars just keep going down and down and down, right? Or it's just nothing there. No, but
But
I
it
got
did
so many.
well. Here's the thing, though. It did do well in the bull run. So it's
Dude, I
like,
made a lot of money off of Dogecoin Mars, and I
Right.
but you
pretty
made
much
it in the
sold
bull
it.
run. Yeah.
Yeah, I sold at the top. I was out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, you know, if you're gonna get into it, like, get into it like when it's like just crash something fierce. But I just don't think it. I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm like comparing that to the likes of, you know, these other ones that we're talking about. It's like if you hit that one or the other, I mean, there's no comparison.
There's no comparison, you know. And then if I'm gonna stick my neck out with that, then I'll just go with Jasmine. You see what I'm saying? Because it's something new.
I'm looking
And
at the
and it's mad, and it's also low. It's got a couple of zeros in front of it. I'd rather throw 300 on Jasmine versus
looking at the
300.
quant chart. When it was
Uh-huh.
at 3 billion market cap, it was at $300.
Mhm.
This thing could easily rise up with another bull market.
Oh,
The
it
growth
was
rate
well past. It was like $340 last bull run. It was like, was it like late last year? It was like $340 or something like that.
Yeah, but quant goes up too fast. The shit went from $45. Like Michael Cornwell was the one that got paid. I know he got paid on quant. Shit. Michael, didn't you buy quant at $45?
He left. Yep.
He left.
Yo, Michael had bought that shit low. I think he bought like 3 or 4 quants. And then he banked around 120, 140 around there. But yeah, man, that shit goes up. He 3X on all of that shit.
We're coming up on 2 hours of broadcast. We should cut it.
Okay.
Cut it.
Go for it.
So, who wants to give
Cut
the
it.
final
Cut it.
2 minutes and 20 seconds worth of?
It should be prudent.
Yes, you said the least this whole time.
You want me to end the show?
Yep, 2 minutes of final
Should
thoughts.
be you because yeah, you didn't get to chime in too much tonight because you came late. So
Ladies and gentlemen, the ending of our show is coming up on us really quickly. Well, let's give us a little shout out for Crypto Talk now. Maximus Crypto, the man, the myth, the legend. We got Humpty, another man, the myth, the legend. Mike Beck, sweet. Edward, appreciate all the hard work you do on the background, bro.
High five.
Was Legrand here?
Yep.
Yes.
a little bit earlier.
Don't forget about Legrand. He's an amazing man, doing amazing things. How do you guys say his channel? I'm not good with Spanish.
Hablemos.
Yes, what they said.
You should all learn how to say it right. Hablemos crypto ahora. Because then it's really easy to think about.
Hablemos
Yep.
Aurora.
Crypto ahora. It means, I think it means
Aurora.
let's talk
Aurora.
crypto now.
Aurora.
No, I'm not an expert.
I'm gonna need to start practicing.
It's all
my
good.
rolling.
And nobody knows how to say it
But
right.
Oh my goodness! So that means all the time I keep calling these students like Jesus. It's not Jesus. It's just Asus.
No. Well, no, because
I think it is Jesus.
yeah, because it's ha ha ha
Jesus.
ha ha ha. J A. Jesus. What's another J word that's in Spanish? I'm not.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. That's a good one. That's a good example.
That is a good one.
Has me.
Jojo.
Did you say hazmat suit?
Jojo.
Hold on. So Mike's trying to say something. What do you say, Mike?
Oh, I ain't saying nothing. My bad.
Skin flute Inu.
Oh goodness, that's not a good way to end the show.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
We should end the show with marbles. You guys want to play some marbles?
I don't know if my computer can handle marbles right now. It's like acting funny.
Didn't you buy quant at $45? Mike, you bought quant at 45, I think, right?
Yeah, I got. Well, it was in the 50s, 49, 50. I did pick some more up. I think I DCA'd in the 80s or something like that.
But you never sold, right?
No, I still have my 10.
See?
Oh,
Sweet.
you're a fucking animal. You didn't sell it, you got it. Wow. Oh wow.
It's one of those you just don't sell because it's like you're not into quant for.
He's at the 80
Yeah.
mark. Oh, that motherfucker's so lucky. You got a good spot.
Well, That's good stuff.
And he has over 10 quant, like my
Dang
goal and your goal.
That
Mr.
should be everybody's goal,
Mr.
not financial
Clear.
advice goal. I'm cutting it right
yeah,
now.
I'm gonna pick up at least 20.
15 seconds. Say your goodbyes, everybody. We'll be back
All right.
maybe
Don't do
tomorrow,
that.
maybe not. Don't count on it.
Cut it.
All right.
On behalf of Prudent, goodbye.
It's now the 25th of